Do you use any coaches, Saul, or have you been to any coaching programs?
Yeah, and originally I used Craig Proctor. I don't know if some of you have heard of Craig Proctor systems. So that was my very first exposure to having a coach. I didn't have anybody in my family that was in the real estate business, so I just got into it because I bought a home myself personally, and I was actually a for sale by owner myself. So I wanted to sell the home.
Too.
Yeah. So I wanted to sell the home by myself, save commission is why I got into real estate originally. So, but coaches, I've used Joshua Smith's GSP training. It's very affordable, in depth, and I really got a lot of value out of that. And then Mike Ferry, I'm using a bit of Mike Ferry as well, which is he's the godfather of scripts. So a lot of stuff's available online, and you guys can role play with each other. It's and by the way, Craig Proctor has a really good script. It's the universal callback script, and that could work in any type of scenario. If you're getting a sign call or a buyer call, it's one that's been working for me pretty well.
What about you, Jesse?
Yeah, I've always been a big believer in having a coach to some degree. And I've sort of morphed into helping out agents as well, just because people kept asking me for coffee, and I got sick of going for coffee, and sort of morphed into it for me. But I'm a huge believer in it, like whoever it is, because yes, you can pick up a lot of great knowledge from them and tips and ideas and different strategies and things like that. But the number one thing of having a coach or something like that is an accountability partner. Okay, and so when you throw it out there to the universe and you make it a little bit more public on what it is you want to do or are going to do, it becomes a little tougher to not do it, right? So having an accountability partner is massively important. And this is one thing I talked about at dinner last night is for anybody who's married or has a partner, I started bringing my wife into more of my very specific real estate goals. Like I'm talking deals and calls and leads and and she doesn't really understand what I'm talking about, but she does understand that when I come home and I said I was going to call 15 leads and I didn't, and she asks me, it's like, ugh. It's a pretty shitty feeling. So you don't have to pay $1,000 a month and this kind of thing for coaches, but to have an accountability partner, I think will be a big help to your business, whoever that is.